Hi everybody, welcome back to 100% Mags. Hope you're all well and hope you're staying safe out there. Thankfully the football is back, so it gets our minds off of this current crisis that we're in at the moment. I'm not going to mention it, of course, because a lot of people want to try and forget it. So we'll move on to the match preview against Aston Villa tomorrow night, 6 o'clock kickoff at St James's Park. We've already played our first game back since the restart, and it ended in a massive success for Newcastle in a 3-0 win against the Blades. Sheffield United were completely and utterly torn apart in that game. They didn't know what to do. They got a man sent off as well, so that didn't help them neither. You can go check out the review for that one. I'll put it in the link up here. So go check that one out if you can as well. Put a like on it, put a comment on it as well, and subscribe to the channel as well if you like the content. Now moving on to this game, of course, this game is a big game because if we win this game, we stay up in the Premier League. That is a massive deal, especially with all the talk of the takeover at the moment, gaining more and more wheels, more motion towards it, and it really looks like it could be done possibly this week. I'm not going to say for definite this week, because I've said in previous videos that it was definitely going to be in that week and it didn't happen. So I don't want to say this time around, that it's going to be an absolute definite that it will be this week, but I'm going to say it potentially it could be this week. Looking at the team, nobody picked up any injuries in the game, so there's no casualties whatsoever from the game on Sunday. Matty Longstaff as well has been added as an addition to come on the bench as well for this game, which is absolutely amazing. It's nice to see the young lad get a go on the bench, possibly coming into the game as well for a bit of a kick around would be nice. Then you've got Florent Lejeune, Kieran Clark and Sean Longstaff, who all look to be unfit and not able to play in this game, of course, but hopefully it won't be long before they are back fit. Let's hope for a speedy recovery for them. Of course, there's only 8 games left in the season. It would be nice if they could at least get a couple of games in there themselves. Looking at Aston Villa, they haven't been doing too well this season. They drew 0-0 against Sheffield United at home on their game in hand back into the Premier League, the restart. So they've picked up 1 point so far, and in their second game back, they lost 2-1 to Chelsea at Villa Park. I do believe that they were in the lead on that one. I can't quite remember. Let us know down in the comments below. But I do believe that Aston Villa actually did take the lead in that match, and then Chelsea came from behind to win the game. But on the road this season, Aston Villa have been absolutely lacklustre for me, for a club that spent what they have spent in the transfer window. You'd expect a little bit more. Sheffield United hasn't spent nearly as much, and they are outperforming them. Of course, they didn't on Sunday, but that's a different matter. Looking at the fixtures and the stats for Aston Villa this season, they've won twice. Once against Norwich, once against Burnley, they drew twice, once against Man United, once against Leicester, and of course they've lost the 11 times this season. The referee for this game, of course, is going to be none other than Chris Kavanagh, Lancashire-based official as well, which is a little bit sketchy, being that Aston Villa are a Midlands club. The third game this season involving Newcastle for Kavanagh, following the 2-2 home draw with Man City and a 1-0 success over Chelsea at St James's Park. On VAR is going to be Peter Banks, surprisingly. Once again, I do believe he was on VAR for the last game against Sheffield United, but for some reason he is on VAR once again, turning in for his third successive Newcastle United game this season. Let us know your thoughts, of course, down in the comments below. Going into this game, I think it's going to be a tough one. Aston Villa is a strange club. You've got to watch out for the players like Jack Grealish, because he can win a ball on any day for Aston Villa, especially if he's on his game. But of course, we do have our own superstar players as well in Miggy Almiron and Maximin as well. So, you know, if Maximin plays the way he did on Sunday, then it's for definite, you know, Newcastle's going to come away from this game with a win. But to be honest, the scoreline could be pretty much anything. But I'm going to go with my prediction of a nice 4-0 win against Aston Villa. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Remember, like, share, subscribe to 100% Mags, and I'll see you all next time. However, lads.